The bazaar was wonderful. There was hot buttered corn on the cob, ice-cold watermelon, roast chickens over fires, cakes with frosting an inch thick, homemade ice cream, the older people dancing and singing and sometimes kissing each other. You know how old people are. In fact, the music was so bouncy, I almost danced. After the music, there was a big pageant, when all the girls dressed up as the United States flag. Pollyanna had the most important part. She was 2 stars and a stripe, dressed in red, white, and blue. Pollyanna sang America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, more spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
And there were some games and baseball throwing and fish ponds and raffles, and best of all, Pollyanna won a doll. It was the doll that caused the accident. Pollyanna had to climb back up into the tree to get to her room, and as she reached from the top branch to her window, the doll fell on the roof. She reached to pick it up and fell 3 whole stories to the ground. The doctor said her spine was injured, and they made her stay in bed. Aunt Polly said it was all her fault.
God works in ways mysterious
Don't
to man.
speak to me about God. Say what you think. I can see it in your eyes. They blame me, don't they?
No, nobody's blaming you.
But it's true, isn't it? I could have been the least bit understanding. That child lies up there because of me.
Polly, the mercy of God is
Oh,
forgiving.
what kind of a merciful God could allow a thing like this to happen to a child? And if He were merciful, why did He let her come to our town?
Let me tell you something, Polly Harrington. Sunday, a miracle happened in this town.
Oh, this town.
Yes, this town, right out there in that street. The people are smiling at one another. Go on, take a look for yourself. It's very contagious. Just think, Polly. If she had never come to this town. We ought to get down on our knees and thank God for sending her to us.
Though Pollyanna had brought happiness to Harrington Town, she was sad and discouraged, lying in bed, unable to move her legs. She wouldn't play the glad game. She wouldn't even smile. But somebody once said, if you give away love, it will come back tenfold. And that's what happened to Pollyanna. The whole town came by to cheer her up.
What is it you want?
We don't want anything. We just come to say how do you do to the child and bring a bit of gladness into her life.
Open the doors, Nancy. Come in, won't you? Nice to see you. Hello, how are you, Mr. Neely?
The doctor told her she would have to go to Baltimore for an operation. As he carried her from the room to take her to the railroad station, Pollyanna saw all the guests gathered in the hallway. All her friends were there.
What is everybody sniffing about? My goodness, a bunch of ninnies. Think a person couldn't get well.
Hi, Mrs. Snow.
Bless you. Bless you, darling. I'll see you soon.
Thank you for coming.
It's all right. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Pollyanna.
Hello, dear. We have a surprise for you. Shall we tell her now, Jimmy?
I've been adopted. Adopted? Who?
Who do you think?
We're gonna spend the rest of our lives just hanging prisons.
You hurry home and help.
Hello, Mrs. Ford. Hello, Emmett Ford.
We looked for the good in them, and we found it, didn't we?
Aunt Polly?
Aunt Polly smiled and hugged Pollyanna tight. Then we all went down to the train station to see them off. In honor of Pollyanna, we changed the name of our town to Harrington, the Glad Town. And we all sang the Glad Game song.
Play the glad game, anyone can play it. The young ones, the old folks, all can play. Count your blessings, anyone can do it. The sad ones are glad ones, if they do. When a sad thing comes along, try to find a song. If your bluebird flies away, he was your bird for a day. Play the glad game, there is nothing to it. The glad game is one game that all the world can play. There is nothing to